Scene two, Romeo has made it into the Capulets' garden, so he has climbed over the wall outside the garden, and now he's lurking down here in the shadows and watching Juliet, who's outside on her balcony. That's outside her room. So Romeo's out here watching her, and Juliet has no idea that she's being watched. Romantic, right? So Romeo is talking about how beautiful Juliet is, how he wishes that he were even the glove on her hand so that he could just touch her face. And Juliet starts talking to herself. So obviously, Romeo's going to listen because, let's face it, he wants to know what she's going to say about the super attractive Montague she met at the ball. And yes, Juliet does start talking about Romeo, but she's not super happy. And she's talking about, why do you have to be a Montague? If you weren't a Montague, everything would be easier. But I love you so much that, get rid of your name, take me instead, and I'll love you. So then at this point, Romeo jumps out of the bushes and is like, oh my gosh, yes! And Juliet, respectably, is a little freaked out until she realizes that it is her love. So Romeo climbs up the balcony and they're together. They talk about how much they love each other, and then they talk about marriage. Okay, so remember, they met like an hour ago. They didn't even know who each other was before then. And Romeo was in love with Rosaline. And Juliet didn't even know if she wanted to get married to Paris. But they are talking about getting married. And while they are discussing this, the nurse is calling from inside, Juliet, it's time for bed. Juliet, where are you? And so they're having a very hurried conversation in which Juliet says, hey, look, don't lead me on. I'm in this if you are. So if you want me, you've got to marry me. Let me know tomorrow. I will send somebody to bring a message from you. And she goes in and goes to bed, and leaves Romeo thinking about how wonderful love is and how lucky he is as he leaves the garden.